Hail Satan, brothers and sisters. Hail King Lucifer. Hail Lord Leviathan. Hail Lord Belial. Hail Father Satan. Hail our great queen, beautiful Lilith. Hail King Asmodeus, my patron demon. Yeah, I had a question brought to me on YouTube. It was on my YouTube channel. And it had to do with studying and reading. Like, there's a million, like anybody that's new to the left-hand path, okay? Anybody that's new to the left-hand path or just starting out in Theistic Satanism, traditional Satanism, spiritual Satanism, demonology, or demonolatry, anything on the left-hand path, really, the occult in general. The main thing we have to do, the main thing that new people have to do is study. Study and read. And there is no excuse nowadays, especially nowadays, there's no excuse not to study or read. Study and read upon every demon, study and read upon every demoness, study and read upon all of the ancient gods who are the true demonesses and demons. Study and read as much as you can about King Lucifer. Study and read as much as you can about Father Satan. Study and read as much as you can about anything to do with Satanism in general. Theistic Satanism and traditional Satanism. All you have to do is, you have to study and read. And of course do your rituals. But study and read before you start doing your rituals. Because you have to learn how to do them, obviously, right? But, you know, you don't have to have a big fancy altar that costs that you sunk thousands of dollars in if you can't afford it. Like if money's tight and you can't afford a big fancy altar, you can just have a cardboard box and a little tea candle, or tea light as they're called, and do your ritual that way. Because Father Satan is not concerned about whether you have a $1,000, your altar costs you $1,000 with all the stuff you bought for it. Father Satan is not interested in that. Father Satan is interested in what's in here, what's in your fucking heart, and what's in your dome. What's in your head, in your skull, in the dome you got above your shoulders. Father Satan is interested not, and I'll be honest with you, Father Satan is more interested in your loyalty, which is very hard to come by these days, your total respect for him and for all of the demonic kingdom. That being said, meaning every single demon, every single demoness, Father Satan himself, all of the ancient gods, beautiful Queen Lilith, King Asmodeus, Lord Pazuzu, King Azazel, every single demon and every single demoness that there are in existence. Learn as much as you can about them. Study as much as you can about them. You can look on your phone for, if you spend all day, if you're new to left-hand path, and you spend like, say, I don't know, I'm just saying, I'll give a round number. Say you spend 10 hours a day on your phone, because there's a lot of people that do that. Say you spend 10 hours a day fiddling around, doing whatever, playing games, playing Pokemon Go, doing whatever. You know, suppose it's looking at unicorns, right? Or chasing rainbows. Quit that, number one, and look up traditional Satanism, Theistic Satanism, Demonolatry, spiritual Satanism. Look that up, and you will be surprised what you'll find. You will find tons and tons of websites, tons of blogs, tons of YouTube channels. There are lots of YouTube channels out there now that do Satanism, do nothing on the left-hand path stuff. You know, and I will lead you to one right away. Maria Ravensoul's, that's her name, Maria Ravensoul. She has a great channel out full of information on Theistic Satanism. She's a Theistic Satanist. She has been for a long, long time, like myself. And she also has a book out, and her book is great. I have her book. Her book is called At Satan's Altar, and it is full of prayers and affirmations. Okay? It is definitely full of info, let's put it that way. It is well worth the read. And it's well worth the price, because the price is really cheap, actually. And you won't, and all yet you have to study and read. Even myself, I've been on the left-hand path for many years, and all I do is read. Not all I do, but I spend quite a bit of time reading and studying, and I always will have to as long as I'm alive. And then after I die, I'll be with Father Satan anyway, so it doesn't matter. But while I'm alive on this earth, I'm a wolf. I'm a carnivore. I'm not a sheep. Not a sheeple. Fuck them. Let them fall by the wayside. When the shit goes down and the heat gets on, you find out who are the true wolves and who are the true sheep. And believe you me, a lot of people that you probably think are wolves, they're sheep, dressed in wolf's clothing. Or they're leaving the Zion belief system and jumping over to Satanism for probably 6 months and then jumping back to the Zion belief. Because I know this woman on Facebook, and I'm not just saying Facebook, she's probably on YouTube, it's all over social media maybe. Okay? I was talking, and this is a true story, I have to tell you this. I was talking to a great sister of mine who is 100% totally fucking Father Satan's child. Okay? She is 100%. No question. I was talking to her about, a month ago. Not even a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. A couple weeks ago. I was talking to her for like an hour and a half maybe, on FaceTime. And it just so happened that another person that I talked to, this other person, I told her I couldn't answer her, because I couldn't answer her questions, because I couldn't answer anything she asked me. She didn't really ask me anything anyway. She just said, she just said she wanted to talk to me. And I said, well, I can't, I'm not leaving this conversation that I was having with my friend, with my sister. It was more important at the time, right? And the next thing I know, I'm blocked. Next thing I know, I'm deleted as a friend and blocked by this person. And this person came from, and this is true, I'm not lying, I got no reason to lie. This person came from about a year ago, okay? About a year ago, she was a Zion, okay? She attended a Zion church. So she was a sheep, okay? Then all of a sudden, she decides to get into Satanism. She decides to get into Satanism, which is cool, which is great. And then, about 6 months into it, she says, oh, sorry, I don't want to be a Satanist no more, I want to go back to church. Okay, if that's what you want to do, but obviously, you can see a pattern starting here. And then she done the same thing again. She left the church, whichever fucking Zion fairy tale church she was at. She left there, and then she said she was a Satanist again. And then she starts saying that she was, she said Lord Belial was having sex with her. King Asmodeus was having sex with her. King Asmodee was having sex with her. Lord Beelzebub was having sex with her. King Lucifer was having sex with her. And according to her, King Paimon, Lord Belial, which I already mentioned, and basically the way she said it, all the ancient gods that run the train on her. It's pretty much what she said. And I said to her, this was the last time I spoke to her. And I told her point blank, I said, I do not believe that you were having sex with all them demons. Because, first of all, they'd have to be incubus, right? I said, no, I can't say it didn't happen, but 9 chances out of 10 it didn't happen. She just made it up in her brain. Right? Which, to me, showed me that she was very psychologically messed up. And I suggest, and she, while I was talking with my friend that night, this other one that I was just talking about deleted me as a friend and blocked me. No reason, just because I wouldn't stop talking to my other friend who I've known since like 2005. Okay? And her husband, I know both of them. And I started talking to somebody else. No reason. Just that. Just that I didn't jump when she said how high. When I didn't, or it's just that I didn't ask how high when she said jump. I don't jump for fucking nobody. If they want to delete me as a friend because I don't jump for them, or when they say jump, if they want to block me, delete me as a friend and block me when they say jump and I don't ask how high, I don't give. You're not my friend. Sorry. I really don't care if you delete me or not as a friend, because obviously you do pull that bullshit, and you're not a friend. You're just a fucking idiot. A fucking nutcase, a mental case that suffers severe psychological problems and should be brought to an ER and evaluated by a psychiatrist. Because obviously there's serious psychological problems going on above the shoulders and it should be checked. And see, that's just not right. Like, it really ain't. Like, you know, it's not right for her to just delete you as a friend, this other person, while I was talking to a sister that I had since like 2005. But it was her choice, so you know, the way I look at it is it's her loss, not mine. I love my pentagram necklaces, and I also love my pentagram rings. Anyway, with that being said, Ave Satanis, hail Satan, hail King Lucifer, hail Lord Belial, hail Lord Leviathan, hail beautiful Queen Lilith, hail King Asmodeus. Ave Satanis, I'll talk to you next.